that I was like, damn, it don't even feel like I'm on vacation.
Emergency, heartbeat increases. Rise up, notice rise, this is the beginning.
What's up, guys? It's Altoria and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey babes, I'm Elle, saved you a seat. If you're a returning subscriber, first of all, love you. Second of all, we here with it. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more of me, subscribe to my channel. Interact with my content as well by liking this video, sharing it, and commenting down below. And last but not least, I want to say thank you to The Waco on Instagram. They are the travel agency I used to book my trip to Tulum and Cancun, and I will link their Instagram down below. So here we go. Why I think you should or shouldn't visit Tulum, Mexico. Some tips, some advice, and some pros and cons. Let's get into it. So our vacation dates was June 1st, which is a Wednesday, to June 5th, which was a Sunday. We flew Frontier. Our original flight time was at 1:40 p.m. and we were flying out of BWI, which is an airport here in Baltimore, Maryland, and we were supposed to land in Cancun, Mexico at 4:30 p.m. Now, one might ask, what do you mean you were supposed? Well, listen to this. We missed our flight.
Got him! Got him!
Whose fault it was is debatable. It's a historical debate. I'm organized. I write on stuff. So use your common sense. Is this camera on me? Is this
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
Y'all can't even this shit. We had to book a whole new flight. So the next flight we booked, it was a connecting flight. So we flew from BWI at 4:00 p.m. So we were in the airport for over 2 hours at this point. Flew from BWI at 4, landed in Orlando, Florida at 7 p.m. Now, here is where things took a turn for the worst. Our flight got delayed.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
We wind up spending a whole day flying. We did not catch our next flight out of Orlando, Florida until 11 p.m. And that was the flight to go to Cancun, Mexico. So imagine, we get to Orlando, Florida at 7:00 p.m. We spend 7 to 8, 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to 11, over 4 hours in their airport waiting for the next flight to be available to fly us from Orlando, Florida to Tulum, Mexico. So finally, we get on the flight from Orlando, Florida to Cancun, Mexico. It was about I would say about 2 hour and some change flight. So we caught it around 12 a.m. midnight and landed in Cancun, Mexico around 2 a.m. Now, at this point, I have been flying the whole first day of my trip. So I'm extremely tired. So I pretty much slept that entire flight. About 20 minutes before we landed, the flight attendants and the staff members came over the intercom and basically was like, hey guys, before we land, we need you to fill out this form. I didn't know what the heck was going on, and I got a little bit anxious because I had just waken up. The form that they were passing around that they wanted us to fill out before we landed was called the migration entry form. And it's basically a document that you fill out with all of your personal information, including your home address and including when you expect to arrive in the country and leave the country. In my head, after I read that line about when do you plan on entering our country and when do you plan on leaving, I immediately said, oh, this is a red flag. Now I feel like me coming here, I might be risking my U.S. citizenship. Child, stupid. Get off the plane. It is hot, it is dark, and it's raining hard as crap. It's like a little bit more into 2 a.m. in the morning. And we had to walk from the plane, of course, to customs. And that walk, oh my God. It felt like we were walking for 5 minutes. And the weird part about it was no one was saying anything. Now, maybe people weren't talking or saying anything because it was well into 2 a.m. in the morning. Maybe people were tired. Maybe they were jet lagged. I don't know, but I thought that was weird. And nobody on their phone. Wasn't no babies crying. I ain't hear no dogs barking. It was just silent. But why? Why was it so quiet, you might ask? Because it was late and phone usage was prohibited. And I didn't know that. So I'm walking, you know, making my way to customs like everyone else, and I'm trying to, you know, pull out my phone and vlog. I didn't even have the flash on. Well, I don't think I had the flash on, but I was trying to vlog, and my boyfriend told me like, hey, put your phone away. I was like, oh, okay. I could tell he was serious, and I was already paranoid, so I just put my phone away. And I got the vibe that, yeah, like, let me just be extra careful about what I do so we just make it through this line smoothly. They were mad serious there. So when we got up and we showed the passport, our ticket, etc., they were not playing no games. They was like, boom, boom. Like, they stamped the hell out of our goddamn migration entry form and our damn passport that I was like, damn, it don't even feel like I'm on vacation. We got past the soldiers, thank God. Next up, we had to figure out how to get from that airport, which is in Cancun, Mexico, to Tulum. Now, and if you don't know, these two destinations are an hour and some change apart. Mind you, it's already well into 2 a.m. I don't know what the traffic is like around this time in Cancun, Mexico, but I'm just like, I already know we about to be having a long travel ahead of us, so let's just figure this out. We were asking around, and thank goodness that there was still some staff from the plane in the lines and, you know, going through the soldiers as well. I keep calling them soldiers because they were mad militant, so I'm calling them soldiers. And they basically let us know we have to get a cab in order to get to where we're going. It seemed like my boyfriend already pretty much knew like the ways and the how to, you know, get through and do everything. So I let him lead. But I did notice, and I'm going to give you this tip. Do not let anyone there finesse you out of your American dollars, okay? You may or may not know, the US dollar is worth more than the Mexican pesos, okay? So your money, your US dollars goes a long way there, which means you can be finessed, and they are willing to finesse you because they want to get paid. They know you're there, you're a tourist, you're there on vacation, and they want their money. We're down this hallway where you see like some of the car rental places are, which are closed, and the only counter that's really open are the cab booking counters. So we went to the cab booking counters because I had watched some traveling to Tulum videos, and they said don't rent a car because they're gonna super finesse you, and it was just these whole crazy stories about renting cars in Mexico. So I was like, yeah, we're not renting a car, we're definitely doing the cab. So thank goodness we were able to negotiate, which is key. Another tip, negotiate prices, okay? Because again, the finesse is real. So we was able to negotiate a price, and if I can, I'm going to stick this price somewhere on the screen. And our cab driver drove us over an hour and some change from Cancun to Tulum. Sidebar, I already know a little bit of Espanol.
Beady, 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 bum, bum.
Selena wasn't Puerto Rican, bro.
Selena wasn't Puerto Rican?
No.
She was Mexican.
So when we got into the taxi cab, I was actually practicing some of my Spanish, but I did that because I felt like if I talk to him a little bit, I'll kind of feel a little bit more comfortable on this ride. But I'm not gonna hold you, I was in and out of sleep. Like, it was bumpy as ever. Let's talk about it. Now, this is probably the first thing you're gonna realize when you are traveling throughout Tulum or in Mexico in general. The roads are so bumpy, and it's because there are a lot of spots and areas in Mexico that are under and undeveloped. No shade, you know? I'm just being honest. They were bumpy as hell. So we're in a cab, right? And we're getting closer to our hotel's location. Now, we're no longer on the freeway, expressway, or any of the main roads. We are now turning into like dirt roads. I don't know if these are neighborhoods or not, but they look like abandoned lots and areas. So I looked at my boyfriend like, when should we jump out? So I'm just trying to breathe at this point and stay relaxed. And thank God he pulls up and we are in front of our hotel. I just was like, what the hell was that? We get to the front desk. Now, it's going on 4 a.m. in the morning. It's dark and it's raining. I can't see the hotel property well at all. I can't really see any details. So at this point, I really wasn't wild and I didn't feel any vacation vibes. At this point, I was just like, child, just get me to the room. Now, thank God our reservation was on file and everything was booked properly. So shout out to theway.co on Instagram. And again, I will link their IG down below. However, the hotel put us in the wrong room. So we're walking up to our room's location and there are 1,016 flies, moths waiting outside of my hotel room door. Just imagine, it's 4 a.m. I'm tired. I'm trying to get into my hotel room door and there are a swarm of insects waiting outside my door. And then the person from the front desk that's walking with us, he is trying to help us move our bags into the room. And I'm just trying to hurry and get our stuff so we can shut the door because I don't want no flies inside of this room. It's already the wrong room. They put us in a 1-bedroom with a bathroom in it. And when I went in, I was so pissed off because it was so small. And there were already dead moths and flies on the floor. When I got into the room, I just put my stuff down and sat on the bed. And I was just looking around like, yo, I'm blown. This is not the room we're supposed to be in. It's late as at night and I'm not okay. We take showers, we get ready for bed, and then boom. The worst thing that could have possibly happened at this time of night happened. Someone was knocking on our door. And when we said, hello, who's there? No one responded. So here's how it went. We're about to lay down and get in bed and we just hear, we got super quiet. Like, you know when you get so quiet that you can hear your heartbeat and you're barely breathing, but you don't know why you stop breathing as if you don't need to breathe? But we literally got super quiet and then we heard it again.